Okay, so if you are an all or nothing type of person, then this is for you, what I'm about to say, because that is exactly who I am. I really struggle with going super hard at something or leaning back too much and not trying my best, because when I tried my best and went my hardest, things didn't go right. But this is something that I've really learned from the law of attraction and walking with God. So, first off, I'll tell you a story sort of from high school. I was in show choir, and something that we did in show choir was jazz hands, right? And having parts of your body straight and aligned so that we all looked uniform. So a straight hand is like this, right? This is a straight hand, but you see my hand is relaxed, and I'm aware of it. I know that it's straight and this looks right. But guess what happens when you're hyped up and they're telling you to make the straightest hand that you could ever possibly make? The hand's gonna be like this, right? This is like super energetic. This is the straightest hand ever, and it's not. It's not the straightest hand. This is a straight hand. But when you have nerves, your hand goes like this, or mine does. And that is exactly what happens in life, and that is exactly what I do. I don't know if it's just me. I don't think that it's just me, because I think there's a lot of people that struggle with doing too much or doing too little and not having a good middle ground of being in that flow state. And that's what I've realized of just walking through life and trying to accomplish things or being in business. Because you can try to go all out and do everything, but if you start to neglect yourself or other things that hold up your life, like fitness, cooking food, caring and spending time with people that you love because that makes you feel alive, doing creative things, you start to go like this. And it's not straight because you're not in that flow state, because you have to be trying your best, but also knowing where you have to lean back and being relaxed and at peace within it. And that is something super hard to learn, and that's something that takes a lot of practice. And it takes time, and when I fail and when something happens, I just have to reevaluate and learn from that. And I'm young, I'm only 21, and so I feel like I'm doing a great job, and I believe in myself. And I hope that you believe in yourself too, and that you give yourself that grace. Recently, my car broke down because I ran out of gas. And guess what happened? Guess why I ran out of gas? Because I don't want to pause, because I don't want to take the time to do what I know that I needed to do. I had a long 12-hour day at work, working all day, stressed out, super tired. It was late, it was cold, and I did not want to stop to get gas. I was getting onto the interstate, and I saw the gas light come on, and I was like, I could swerve and go, and I could get gas, but that takes a lot of effort, and it's cold out, and I'm tired, and I just want to get home. Like, I'm just going to push through it and make it, because I always make it. And in my whole life at that period, like a few weeks ago, I was pushing so hard in everything. I was like, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be everything that I want to be, and I don't care what holds me back, you know? And that is not, that is not how it works with God, because you have to let God be the driver, and you are the passenger. You have to put it in God's hands and say, God, I feel called to this, but I'm going to do what I know to do. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to put you first, and I'm going to trust that this gets taken care of. And I was saying, it's not going to get taken care of if I don't take care of it. That was my attitude. And it wrecked me. It literally wrecked me. My car didn't wreck. But guess what? I ran out of gas. I made it 10 minutes down the interstate going home. And my car ran out of gas, and I was like, cool, I'm out of gas, someone will bring me gas, right? And my fuel pump got destroyed because it like got fried or whatever from not having gas. And we can run ourselves to that point to where we're running ourselves so hard, and then we are fried at the end. And I have a huge tendency to do that. I want things so bad, and I'm so passionate and ambitious, and I'll do whatever it takes. But that can only last for so long until you run yourself into the ground. So you can do your best, but you have to understand that while you are learning, you only have a certain capacity. And that can grow over time, but you have to be patient with yourself. And you cannot compare yourself to what other people are doing that are ahead of you and say that I'm going to be at that level, because it's not going to work out right at the beginning. So that situation, that costed me a lot of money, and that was a huge lesson for me to learn, because I was trying to drive everything, and I wanted to take control. I wanted to control of everything, because I know best, right? No, I don't. I never will. I'm 21 years old. I don't know what's best, but God does, and I trust that I am in His hands, and that He's going to take care of me. And He provides me that grace to do everything that He has called me to do, and He equips me, and I don't have to push so hard. I should be doing what I know to do when I know to do it, and that takes time to learn as well. That's also like being in that flow state, that mindset of having peace, but energy and action at the same time, and not leaning back too much to where you're almost giving up and that you're not having any momentum. But you want to be kind of like in that jogging state, and yeah, you're going to sprint sometimes, but you can't push so hard against something, because you're going to push it away. Honestly, and that's with anything. That's with relationships. If you push too hard, you're going to push it away. But if you believe and you're going towards it, but you're not in need of it, that you're going to survive if you don't have it, and you're just going to follow what you know to be true, you're going to get there. And that's what I honestly believe, and I just want to remind you of that, to give yourself grace and to not slow down, to keep the momentum, but don't push so hard for things that aren't working out. Like, let them flow, let them come to you, and they will. Just give it that room. Thank you for watching, though, and I hope that this was of some value to you, and I hope that you learn from my mistakes. Don't let your gas go past a quarter of a tank, because I just learned that that is bad for your fuel pump too, and I was doing that all the time. So learn from my mistakes, please, and don't let your car go out of gas, because it'll be pricey, but don't let that happen in life either.